All right, got some fermentation going on. Vet's here, and we're gonna set up the chute. Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Now I just want to start this video off by saying that any of you who are a little more queasy than others, you may want to change videos now. This video is going to feature some content that is a little more graphic than what we usually show. In my opinion, it's really not that bad. We usually just don't show this kind of content. So here I'm talking with the vet, and we've got three syringes in front of us. The first one is Ultrabac 7, and the second one, Bovishield Gold 5. Those are the two vaccinations that we're going to be giving to fight disease. There was another syringe there that is also for tetanus if we're going to be banding any of the bulls. However, today we are not going to be banding, we are going to be cutting. Traditionally, we do band our cattle. There's good reasons for banding and castrating via cutting both. It's really just up to the farmer's preferences. There's advantages and disadvantages to each. Different people will tell you why they do it, and I'm going to give you the groundwork for why you want to do one over the other. So we're back in the chute up to the pen now, and we're going to start setting it up. Now, as far as cutting goes, there are several benefits to cutting, and one of the largest ones is the rebound time. Usually, the cattle will heal faster if you cut them. Typically what happens is the vet just cuts off the ball sack at the bottom, and he removes the testicles via pulling them out, and this is traditionally the most painful way. However, it is the fastest healing way. So the cattle will suffer quite a bit when they're in the chute. However, they do heal faster, which as farmers, we care about the cattle's well-being. We don't want them to be suffering over long periods of time, because as with banding, you can have where they have a reduced rate of gain. They start eating less, they just start acting more lame, and that can last over 4 weeks. Whereas with cutting, usually you only see them stressed for the first 3 to 8 hours. After that, they start healing, and it's a much faster way to castrate your cattle. So here's your last chance to turn around, and the first one that's going to be run through is going to be one of mine. I tag mine red because those are my steers that I want to sell. I tag my heifers pink so that way I can just look at them and know what they are and where they need to be. So the vet is putting the bar back in there so that he doesn't get kicked, and he's pushing it up so that the steer is confined, and he cuts off the bottom of the scrotum, drops down the testicles, and just pulls them out. The reason that he's just pulling them out and he's not cutting them is because what he's doing by pulling them in is that he's tapering off the blood vessel to minimize the amount of blood loss after we let him out of the chute. And what I've noticed is that after we let these guys out, there really wasn't a lot of blood on the ground outside the chute or just around the pole shed in general. And this is the big important thing that you want to do with castrating, because you don't want the cattle to be subject to any exposure from the elements. That is the number one thing that we really have to worry about, as well as infection. However, right when we did this, we knew that the weather was going to turn for the better. Yesterday it was 48. Today it was over 50. So it's been pretty warm, so we don't have to worry about frostbite or anything like that. Yep. So I'm tagging Dad's cows, actually his heifers, with 2 green tags, so that way we know which ones are the heifers. The steers are getting 1. Again, this is for identification. Now, there's a lot of controversy on whether or not farmers should be using anesthesia or other pain medication for the cattle when they run through the chute. The reason that a lot of farmers in the U.S. do not do this is because there's really no prescribed anesthesia or pain medication in the U.S. for cattle for castrating. And generally, by giving them pain medication, you have to wait for it to take effect. All in all, we ran through 23 cattle in about half an hour. So we were really doing some quick moving. I think there were 11 that we cut, and all of them are doing great. I just went out and checked them today, and they are rebounding quite well. As with some of the other ones that we've banded in the past, you can still tell that they're stressed, like I said, up to 4 weeks or more when you band. So that one had some bouncy balls. Alright. So we're just about done now. I just want to talk a little bit about why this is important, and I feel like this is something important to show you guys. And it's pretty important to talk about the different reasons that we would either band or castrate. This guy didn't really like it. Sometimes they just sit and take it. Other times they just freak out before they even enter the chute. This guy was bellowing before we even locked him in. They just aren't really used to human interaction quite as much being in there. Because I really don't have to hop in there with them. Just throw the buckets of corn over the fence and they're good. So if you handle them more, they're usually more calm. And the red tagged ones and the pink tagged ones are usually more calm, such as this one. She's taking it pretty good. Or he, I should say, not she. My bad. Like I said, this one's mine, red tag. Took it pretty well. And those are some of the reasons why you would either choose to band or to cut your cattle. So we're packing up the chute now. Like I said, we were out of there within half an hour. We still got to clean up the lot, which is going to be in our next video on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. And I just wanted to show you guys this video because, like I said, I do feel it's pretty important for you guys to see everything that goes on the farm. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All how farms work. And I'll see you next time, guys.